What's up, guys? In today's video, we're going to be talking about what is it that you need to do to get water damage referrals from insurance agents. Specifically, we're going to break down Allstate. Guys, it's a big carrier with a lot of market share. If you can learn how to crack this nut of Allstate agents, this can give you a solid, steady stream of leads into your business. If you own a restoration company and you want to get water damage leads from agents, you do not want to miss this video. Let's go. All right, guys, so as we get started, do me a favor. Go ahead and like this video and subscribe to the channel so you can get more videos. We put them out each and every week. And drop a comment. Let me know where you're watching this video from. So we're going to break down a handful of things about Allstate agents, but the first thing I want you to know about them that's unique is this. Allstate has their own review system, okay? They have a Google My Business set up, and it's important for you to know this, okay? Because ultimately, as we go through in this video, I'm gonna share with you what we did to get insurance agents to send us work, specifically Allstate agents, and we got them Google reviews. So, but let's just talk about this first. I just searched for Allstate agent, Franklin, Tennessee, and we've got Amanda O'Neill and Brian Zimaniak, whatever. So when you hover over this, you can see that she has 16 Google My Business reviews right over there, wherever that's at. But when you click on their website, they actually have an internal rating system here as well, okay? And like, here's what I want you to know. It's kind of silly that they have their own rating system. Some agents are gonna go by this rating system. Some of them are gonna want Google reviews. I'm just telling you, you need to be aware that if they don't like Google reviews, it might be because they care more about their internal rating system. Does that make sense? Now, I don't think they should do that. I think most people should go by Google reviews, but I'm just showing you that there's a difference. So Brian's only got 15, and when you click on his website, well, he's not even got a website, so Brian may be relatively new. 269 reviews for her. Then when you get on Google, she's only got 34. I kind of call it a detractor, okay? I just want you to be aware that when we talk about getting them Google reviews, if they're not so receptive about it, this is the reason why, okay? So for whatever that's worth. They have their own rating system. I don't know another agent that does that, and I don't think it's a good idea, but they choose to do it anyway. But that being said, now you're aware. All right, so now let's talk about what is it that we like about Allstate specifically. Why do we like getting jobs from them? Why do we like doing water damage jobs from Allstate? I can tell you this, guys. Some of you guys hate Allstate, but I'm telling you why we did like them. Number one, they're big, okay? Once you learn how to get in with some Allstate agents, they're all over the country. They have a ton of market share. So that's a good thing, right? If you crack the nut of an insurance carrier that doesn't have any market share, it's not gonna do any good. When you crack one that's got a bunch of market share, you're going to have much more potential. Number two, when they're big, they'll typically be a well-oiled machine. And when they're a well-oiled machine, that typically means they do the same thing over and over again, okay? And this goes back to getting paid by the insurance company. The bigger insurance companies like State Farm, Allstate, and Liberty Mutual, they all have this 1-800 mitigation department where they send their estimates and invoices. And I like doing work with them because imagine them being a big battleship. It's a big company. They can't really steer very quickly. It's a big, well-oiled machine, and their strike zone of how to get paid is much more identified, okay? They can't change what they do near as quickly as some of the small ones. An example might be like Farm Bureau is a lot smaller. Well, in the way they handle Farm Bureau anyway. Each Farm Bureau office, they handle those regionally, okay, rather than like nationwide, if you will. And Farm Bureau, they allow their independent adjusters to have all the leeway. So for that reason, I don't like Farm Bureau as much as I like Allstate, because when you have a big, well-oiled machine that has a defined strike zone, then I know how to write my estimate in such a way that I can get paid. And so believe it or not, I like Allstate because it's easier for me to get paid for the water damage jobs. Now, I'm not saying that they don't give you a problem. All of them do, but I'm saying the way to get around the rebuttals is a little easier because they just read from a flow chart. Does that make sense? If you guys want to know more, you can go to workwithshane.com. We can hop on a call talk. We've got a little 30-day coaching program that we'll show you through if that's an issue on getting paid. But I like Allstate because they're big, they have a lot of market share, and it's easier to get paid from them than it is some of the other ones. And there are some that I hate. I'm going to do a video on the worst carriers, but unfortunately, Allstate ain't even close to the worst. So again, large market share, well-oiled machine, consistent strike zone, it all makes it easier for us to get paid for the water mitigation. Here's the thing that you need to know about Allstate, and they're a lot like State Farm in the sense that they can be really good for one job type and be bad for another. In other words, you might like Allstate for water damage and you might hate them for recon. You might love them for recon and hate them for water damage, okay? That's gonna be kind of up to you. I'm just saying a lot of these big carriers, because they do the same thing the same way most of the time, once you figure out how to play the game, you can win consistently with them. For me personally, I like getting paid with them on water damage, but I'm saying this to you because if you do roofing and you love them, they might not be what you like on recon. If you hate them on roofing, and you like them on recon, or vice versa. I don't know how I just said that, right? But like, they can be good for one and bad for the other. So here's what I'm trying to say to you. be open-minded, okay? Just because you don't get along with them on recon or on roofing, that doesn't mean that you can't do well with them on water damage. Conversely, if you don't do well with water damage, you might get along with a couple of the field adjusters. That's something unique to them, again, because that's how they handle the field adjusters versus using a 100 mitigation department, which they do for the water damage claims. Here's what we wound up doing. What was our pitch to Allstate agents? Number one, we would get them 5-star Google reviews, okay? Now, we really focused on the ones that wanted Google reviews, and we played on the fact that, hey, I know they've got this internal rating system. Would you like to have more Google reviews too? Or you can find a way to give them reviews to their internal system, right? But you just find out which one they want, and then what we would use is our least we can do process, and we would actually bribe customers to leave them a review. So what we would do is every time we got a claim, we would send our client out to dinner on behalf of the agent. So it would be a gift card, and then it would be the agent's card underneath it. And then we would say, hey, your agent's sending you dinner that nice. Would you mind leaving them a Google review or one of their agent reviews to their other thing? And that would be it. And once they left them a 5-star Google review, then we would actually take a 5-star selfie with the client. So here's what I'm saying. Agents that like Google reviews, you can serve them by getting them Google reviews. That's what we did. The second thing that you can do for Allstate agents that we did is we just told them this: we'll take great care of your customer. We'll send them to dinner on your behalf. And this is what we did if they didn't want Google reviews, okay? We'd send them to dinner every time they have a claim, and it's going to be on your behalf, and we're going to make sure that we take 5-star care of them. And then we show them the selfie, and it was kind of corny, but like, guys, I'm just telling you, it worked. I'm just telling you it worked. The 5-star selfie works, okay? And the other thing that we would do for the Allstate agents is we would just say, hey, don't call us when there's a claim. Let us go out there before they file a $0 claim. Guys, insurance agents don't want their customers to get dropped, especially these captive agents like Allstate and State Farm. They can't sell another line. They can only sell Allstate or State Farm, okay? So therefore, if the client gets dropped, then they lose them as a client forever. They don't want that. So a lot of these captive agents, especially Allstate, you can hit them up with, hey, call us before they file a claim. It might be a leak over time, which would be denied. It might be below their deductible and be a $0 claim, be denied. It could have mold, and if they don't have coverage for mold, that could be denied. And we would just say, sir, ma'am, let us go out there before they file a claim and just report back to you. Don't let them file a claim and then get dropped or denied, okay? We want to make sure that you retain your client or you retain your customer. Call us first. And when they call us for those questions to go look at stuff, then that's when we would send them to dinner, get the Google review, and the whole 9 yards. Hopefully that's helpful with the Allstate agents. Find out, what do they like more? Do they want their proprietary review system? If they want that, then give them reviews for that. If they don't, send them Google reviews, okay? All right, guys, so hopefully that is helpful. We'll see you guys in the next video. Hey guys, if you enjoyed that video, I've got 3 things for you. Number 1, if you haven't yet, click on my face below and be sure to subscribe to the channel. Okay, we put out new content each and every week. Also, if you want me to help you grow your company, go to workwithshane.com. Workwithshane.com, put in your information, we can get on a call and see how we can help you grow your company. Lastly, there'll be some other videos right here. If you want to watch more content about growing your restoration company, check out one of these videos. We'll see you guys on the next one.